Hey, boys and girls. Today we are going to do our last day with the passage Air Jordan. Yesterday you created a T-chart, or excuse me, a tree map for the reasons and the evidence and the author's claim. And so we're going to answer some questions today, seeing if we can apply what we learned. You are welcome to take out that tree map if you still have it and use it to help you answer the questions. And of course, the passage is going to be here for you the entire time. So you're going to go into your Google Classroom. This is a Google form. You've done one of these before, but just a reminder, when it asks for your email address, that's just your Google Classroom login. That is your first name dot last name at student.nhcs.net. The same thing we've used the entire year. So if you would like, you could go ahead and reread Air Jordan. I always think that's a good idea because it keeps the information fresh in your mind. And the more you read something, the more you pick up on the different details. So I'm going to just show you there are 5 questions, 1 multiple choice, and 4 where you'll actually type in the answers. And then once you submit it, it will send those answers to me. So the first thing says, what type of evidence does the author mainly use in paragraphs 2 and 3 to support the point? So we remember the point was that Michael Jordan was the greatest player of all time. So we're going to go back to 2 and 3. We're going to look at the evidence that they use, and we're going to say, what are those opinions, statistics, definitions, and examples? And remember, opinions are what somebody thinks. Statistics are facts, specifically facts that use numbers. Definition tells me the meaning of something, and examples. And those you know what examples are. Just if they give you something, they give you an example of it, one of the types. So we could go back to paragraphs 2 and 3. You're going to want to reread that to find that answer. And then here, number 2, based on your answer to question 1, list the evidence used in paragraph 2 or 3. So you can kind of do questions 1 and 2 at the same time. What is the evidence? And then define it. Is it an opinion, a statistic, definition, or example? Number 3, what type of evidence does the author mainly use in paragraph 4 to support the point? And it says use details. So this is asking specifically for paragraph 4. If you're not sure what type, go back to number 1 and just use one of these answers. See if you can't assign one of these words to the type of evidence used in paragraph 4 and just write it here. And then you'll want some details from the text. Give me some of the exact evidence that they use. And then what does the detail about the Jumpman logo have to do with the author's point? So you're going to want to go back and find out about the Jumpman, which is right here. I believe that is paragraph 4. And find out, tell me, what does that mean? What does that have to do with the author's point? Well, the author's point is that he's the greatest player of all time. So why would a Jumpman logo support that? And last but not least, suppose someone claimed a new basketball player is the greatest of all time. What part of the text addresses this point? I'll give you a hint. It's in the very last paragraph. So answer those questions and submit. I'll be looking at those. Your teachers will be looking at those. And then I have attached an answer key so you can immediately go back and see your answers and how you did. And if you have any questions, as usual, don't hesitate to ask. Great job this week.